This is Meera Rajagopalan, author of The Eminently Forgettable Life of Mrs. Pankajam. This is AG Ask the Author campaign. Firstly, thanks so much Ata Galata for this beautiful campaign. This is generally a very wonderful campaign, especially for first-time authors. And really, thank you so much for this. Also, thanks to everybody who's written in with questions. Unfortunately, we're not able to select all of them. So 3 of them is what we choose. Thanks again so much for your interest. So let's get right down to it. The first question that I have chosen is through Instagram from Rahul Vishnoy, whose ID is Kitabi. The question that Rahul has is, how essential is it to preserve your own mental health while diving deep into your characters' minds? And does any residue of your character linger on to yourself or the opposite, etc.? He also has a couple of other questions, but I think I'll just have to choose one. So how essential is it to preserve your own mental health? While diving deeper, it's more important to preserve our mental health after we write the book, really, because that's when all the stuff that we're not familiar with comes up, right? Where we have to market our book, we have to sell the book, etc. So it's very important to preserve our mental health after writing, which is where all the action is, which is where we're not that comfortable usually. But jokes aside, it works differently for different authors. For me, what it gave me was extreme empathy for somebody with memory loss, and I could really understand deeply how they sort of process life, how they process situations around them, and how everything is not as it seems and not as cut and dry as we might imagine. So it is very essential, and it is very good to know when you have to draw back, and having kids really helps because they crash you down to reality pretty fast. Thanks so much, Rahul, for that question. The next question is from Instagram as well. It is from Anusha, who goes by the handle Hati Kumari. And her question is, what was your experience of interacting with patients with mental health or memory ailments? And how hard was it to capture that in its essence? I should preface the answer by saying that my mother-in-law has started exhibiting symptoms of dementia, so she has a few memory loss problems. And so that it really helped me both ways, right? A, to be able to understand how this sort of proceeds, and B, to become empathetic towards her. Well, on the plus side, I can fight with her as much as possible, and the next day she won't remember. And she, on her part, can ask me for 5 cups of coffee, and I have to just do it or deal with it. But anyway, the experience was, like I said, very humbling also, because we all, I think this entire experience of writing the book was very humbling as well as very eye-opening, because memory is something that you just think you forget, but no, memory is a thread that holds your identity together. How do you know who you are is also through memory, and things that you might not have thought about, right? A sense of humor, for example, has so many threads of memory running through it that you don't realize it unless you lose it. Right? So the experience was extremely humbling, and also I realized that some things were possible, some things were not as possible. So medical help from doctors in terms of what really happens, that also helped me understand this ailment much more deeply than I would have otherwise understood it. Thanks again, Anusha. And the third question comes from Facebook. It is from Ram Mishra. And the question that Ram has is, I want to ask you that your writings are beautiful and poetic humor. Well, thank you so much, Ram. And the question actually is, how difficult is it to explain your thoughts through wit? For me, it's easy, I think, because, not to sound proud or anything, but it's easier for me because I think humor is also like a Trojan horse. It's much easier to get a concept across for me, right, by getting into the skin of a person and then releasing this sort of a truth bomb sort of thing that people they're not expecting it, and you suddenly hit with something different that you say, oh, wait a minute, that's right, that's how it should be, because you've already got into the skin of the person. They're already accepting of your views because you go in with a smile. So for me, it's easy. But I struggle a lot with emotional scenes and writing, a bit seriously. I do struggle a lot with that. I think it depends on the author, but for me, it's a little easier. Thank you, Ram, for that question also. I hope you enjoy the book and see how how things are, in the book, in terms of how I've presented them and what I might have gone through as an author as well. I have one more question, that I'd like to answer. That's by Amrita D, and that also comes through Instagram. Amrita, sorry, you're not going to get the book, but I'll answer your question if that sort of compensates for it. I guess not, but here you go. Amrita says, how did you balance between being authentic to the culture and language of the place while making a non-local reader understand the nuances? Yes, it's very difficult, and I struggle with this a lot, honestly, because how much do I want to explain, right? Do I want to explain a kurti? Do I want to explain a muruk? Do I really want to go down deep and explain all these things? I really didn't want to do that as well, but I also wanted to give a sense of what it was for some of the terms. So I tried to add humor in there, Ram, that might answer some of your question also. So without telling people what a muruk is, you put it in a joke so people get it from the context itself. Even the dedication, right? So I say it's for Amma, mine, not the states. So obviously it refers to Jayalalitha, but people who are not from here or not from this country will not understand what that even means. Even if they get the word Amma, they will not understand the joke. But this felt right somehow, so that's why I went with it. And I think it's time that we stop over explaining ourselves as well in fiction. And so that was the decision that I took, and I really hope that it has paid off. Those are the questions that I've answered, and you will be receiving your books shortly. Thank you so much for this again, and I hope I see you again soon with another book. Thanks again, everybody. Bye-bye.